This has been a simple, ordinary week of homemaking. Although simple and ordinary, I would call it a pleasant week. I always ask everyone what they want to eat the coming weeks before I go grocery shopping. Well, one of my sons requested chili dogs, so here I am attempting to make my first hot dog buns. Well, my attempt at making hot dog buns, they came out too flat. Next time I need to space them closer together. And this is our chili dog meal. This week I changed around the living room and fireside room, switching out furniture. I always feel kind of refreshed at home whenever I switch things around or swap out decor. I really miss my red floral couch when it's not in the fireside room. So moving it back over here is the one little way that makes me happy in homemaking. We started out arranging the furniture like we usually do, but I'm kind of tired of that, and so I decided to bring in an antique desk. I wanted to create a little office space, someplace where I could sit down with my planner and Bible in the mornings and throughout the day. My son was using this desk in his room to store books, but he would rather have a bookcase. So he obliged me in me bringing it into the fireside room. I didn't know how easy this sticker would come off the desk. I used my homemade furniture cleaner. I will leave the recipe for that in the description. I believe for us to be content as homemakers, we have to love being at home. I have found that gratitude is one of the most important factors in being content as a homemaker. It's always been easy for me to complain, and I have really worked on that in the past few years. It's easy to look around and find things to complain about and be sour about, but once you switch gears and look around and find things to be grateful for, that's when you really become content. Everything on the desk is not going to be necessary, but it all comes together to give me the feel I want, which is cozy and old-fashioned. I'm placing a little cup of different size candles that have been burned down. I really need to make a candle order. In these drawers is a lot of pens and pencils, and my son just left those in there. This is one of my favorite silhouette pictures, and I wanted to use it somewhere around the desk. I tried setting it on the desk, but it didn't look right. It was too crowded. I love how spring bulbs look growing inside, covered with moss in a pot or terrain. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm planting in this blue and white pot. Eventually I want to plant in my terrain and put it on the kitchen table. I knew I wanted to do this little planting project, and I've been thinking over what I could use as a centerpiece for the coffee table. So this pot will be the centerpiece. I picked up a bag of moss at Hobby Lobby. That is one thing I never thought I would buy, is a bag of moss. I do think the moss in the pots with the growing bulbs looks so elegant, whimsical. As you can tell, I am a fan. Thank you so much for stopping by the cottage today. I hope you enjoyed your visit. I would love to hear if any of you fellow homemakers have started adding spring to your home. I hope you have a wonderful, blessed homemaking week.